All right, welcome race fans. Here we are back. MaxSpeedTV is back and alive and kicking again. So thanks for all of you that were concerned about what was going on, but had motherboard issues. Got that straightened out, and hopefully never want to cross that bridge again, I hope. And yeah, we're looking forward to it, getting back into the saddle of things. And I got to get my good old buddy Scott in here. Hold on a minute. Scott, are you there?
Yes, sir. Adjusting my sound, actually.
Very cool. Well, it's good to be back into the groove again, man. I'm telling you, it's been a long time, a couple weeks since we've been broadcasted, so, man, kind of wild.
Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It's unfortunate that I'm still having issues. I don't know when this is going to stop, but hopefully after Thursday, we'll have everything sorted out.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, they're going to be turning 85 laps here tonight, I believe, at Dover with the nationwide cars, so should be interesting. Missed last week's race. I do want to update trading paints before I get started here, I guess. But missed last week's race. I guess it was a pretty good race. I don't remember where they raced at, but I heard it was a good race. So unfortunately, we couldn't cover it.
But we're here tonight.
That's right. That's all that matters.
All right, I think I got this thing adjusted to where we should be good for the evening. I've got the sound turned down pretty much all the way as far as the cars go, and I got you at a pretty reasonable volume.
Okay. Do you have your setting on push to talk?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just don't queue up like right away. Just give it that second or two hesitation. Make sure I'm not like on the voice, you know, when you unmute or when you hit your button to talk. And it should be okay. Hopefully we get it resolved this week, buddy.
Yeah, we should be good. I won't talk till you're done, and yeah, hopefully after Thursday, if the tech that fixed it comes over and he can't get it resolved, then I'm guessing we'll just have to throw a sound card at it, and that should resolve the problem.
Well, sound cards are pretty reasonable. I mean, you know, unless you want to get a high dollar one, but you know, they're pretty cheap. That's a kind of a cheap fix, but I really don't know if that's the problem or not. It sounds more like it's a default Windows sound setting or something that's not right. Something's not agreeing there.
Yeah, that's what the technician told me today when I talked to him down at the shop. He thinks it's just a setting somewhere. Tell you what, my friend Anthony, if he finds out it's just a setting somewhere after wasting 6 or 7 hours on it yesterday, he's going to be unhappy.
I bet. I'll bet.
He changed about every setting in the computer, so I mean, I don't know what setting it could be.
Yeah. Hard to tell.
So how are you feeling tonight, Rudy?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, man. Just trying to get some last minute things done, sorry.
No, yeah. I was going to say, I hope I start feeling better after I eat here. I don't get like this very often. I don't have these kind of nights very often, but I think the heat got to me today.
Well, that'll do it sometimes.
Yeah, that Florida heat ain't nothing to mess around with. And it wasn't overly hot today, but I was out in it a lot, so.
Well, sometimes that's not a good thing. Heat can really tear on you. I know it does my wife, man. I feel sorry for her. She's got to go in that hot shop every day and work. That's grueling. How's it looking there, Steve? Steve's in chat here. Hopefully it looks alright. That is
Old Scuba Steve.
That is on game capture. I'll have you know. Remember, I was having trouble with it last week trying to do anything on game capture. It just had all kinds of issues. And now it seems to be working pretty good. So hopefully it's a pretty good picture.
So what did they race at last week, Rudy? I haven't pulled up all the stuff yet.
I don't.
Just a minute.
I don't know. I didn't look. I don't really know where they raced. I think Charlotte.
I'm slacking tonight.
I think it was Charlotte. That's where they raced. And that's why I say I think it was a pretty good race. And I dreaded missing that race because I love to broadcast Charlotte.
I'll pull up all the championship information and I'll find out the results from last week. All that here in a minute.
Okay.
Almost done.
Vincent Vinny in a Skittles car.
And yes, Rudy, you were right. They did race at Charlotte last week, and it was Rolando Arroyo that was your winner.
Nice.
And John Estes came in second. Tom Clayton finished third. Kevin Cornelius fourth. And Lynn McNeese finished fifth.
Awesome, man. Must have missed a heck of a good race, huh?
I'm showing 25 people took the green flag.
Dang. Yeah, I think they're in a driver's meeting right now. We'll get ready to play our national anthem here in a minute. For those of you that are watching, they get ready to qualify here. We'll go ahead and play the national anthem and kick things off. And it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Love it.
Yes, sir. I second that.
I've been just like chomping at the bit all day today, Scott.
Well, it's good to be back, man. I'm glad that I'm here, even though I got all the technical problems. I'm still doing my best, and I always enjoy calling these races with you, and I look forward to another good one tonight.
Yes, sir.
And as always, Rudy, we want to thank all of our fans that are tuning in this evening for tuning in to MaxSpeedTV. We hope you enjoy the race again this evening.
Yeah, a big announcement I wanted to make here, Scott. This is really something that I hopefully the viewers really do keep this man in their prayers. I found out this morning that Mark McFadden, not the one that's in the race, that's a total different Mark McFadden. We have now 2 Mark McFaddens in the league. But the veteran Mark McFadden had a heart attack the other day.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. How's he doing?
Well, Vince said he wasn't sure if he was home yet or not, but if he come home today, he might be watching the race, so I hope he is, and I hope he gets to feeling better, man. The poor guy it's like nothing like kicking you when you're down, you know, and he already has some health issues, and add that on top of it. That's just, wow. I don't know,
yeah,
man.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, I just don't know what to say about it, Scott. Man.
My dad died of a heart attack over 10 years ago, so I can relate in that sense. You know, he wasn't sick or anything, and it was just a heart attack that killed him. So, well, the reason why I try to take care of myself the best I can in that sense, because I don't know if that could happen to me or not. But yeah. I definitely want to send Mark a speedy recovery, and hopefully he gets well soon.
Yeah, man. I heard that, and I was like, no way. I couldn't believe it. All right, well, looks like that's going to wrap up practice, folks. We're going to step away here for just a quick minute, and we will be right back.
Cool. I'm gonna step away while you do that.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, Scott, times are coming in now, so Jim Locking on the top spot with a 147.16, 24.930 is his lap time.
Yeah, IRTVO was the only thing I forgot to open. I always forget that. Hey, I got a question for you about that. Does your ticker on IRTVO ever mess up on you?
Yeah, once in a while.
Okay, so that's common for that to happen?
Yep.
Okay, because it's been doing it a lot lately. Like right now it says 1, then 2, then it goes to 1 again, then 3, then 4, then another 1. It's weird.
Yeah, once it goes around and it comes back around, it should straighten out.
10-4. It never did that until recently, and then it started doing it recently. That's why I thought I would ask you about it.
David Gainforth, last season's champion there in second. Only 24 one-thousandths of a second behind Jim Locking. Well, I don't have my list handy here, but I know Sherelle's probably watching. So shout out to her, a few of our faithful viewers, Steve Hurst. I can't even think of them all. That's why I usually read them off of my list. I think I might have it handy here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Looks like that's going to wrap it up for qualifying. And we'll get down here to the grid. Okay, starting on the pole, Jim Locking with a 24.930. Congratulations to him for the pole. David Gainforth in second. Tom Clayton in third. Robert Sharp in fourth. Michael Campbell fifth. Dwayne LaPrade sixth. Gary Shank seventh. Paul Zoda eighth. Tony Gray ninth. And Len McNeese 10th. Scott?
Paul Cohen will start 11th tonight. Kernan Church, it's good to see him back. We haven't seen him in a couple weeks. He'll start 12th. Michael Palmer will start 13th. John Stanley 14th. Robert Fuller starts 15th tonight. Vincent Vinny back in 16th position on the start tonight. Philip Bundick starts 17th. John Esses, last week's second place finisher, starts 18th. Billy Rodenbarger starts 19th. Timothy Kelleher 20th. Don Steves 21st. Terry Belanger will start 22nd. Brian Corey 23rd. Mark McFadden 26th. And Anthony Reiner 27th.
All right. Let me just wait for him to roll out the grid here.
And before we get started tonight, just let everybody know what's going on in the point standings here at GAC. Tom Clayton is your points leader for the season with 131 points. Rolando Arroyo and Len McNeese are tied for second with 110 points. Michael Campbell's in fourth. Michael Palmer's in fifth. Terry Belanger's sixth. Last year's points champion David Gainforth is seventh. Vincent Vinny eighth. Paul Cohen ninth. And John Estes is 10th in the points.
All right, 1 mile oval here. Looks like the weather 78 degrees, track temperature about 100 and almost 104. So pretty warm on the track tonight.
Yes, sir. That is pretty warm. I don't think I've ever seen 104 before in any race I've ever been in.
Well,
that's going to make it slick, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be a little slick. That track temperature's a little warm.
Yep. Daytime, dude. Them tires will get greasy and you'll be seeing some dudes bouncing off the wall. Well, get us going, Rudy. The lights are out, buddy. We're about to go racing at Dover.
Yes, sir. Pace car is in. Jim Locking brings them to the line, ready to kick it off here at Dover for 85 laps. Waiting on that green flag. And there it is, green, green, green. Wow, what a jump by David Gameforth. Wow, he snuck right out there and took the lead first thing.
And we already got a caution.
Holy smokes.
Imagine that.
Let's see if we can find out where that happened.
That didn't take long, did it?
I don't see anybody wrecking or anything, so wonder if was that thrown by the admins maybe? Something wasn't right?
No, sir. No, sir.
Wow. Don't see anybody wrecked. Well, that does make David Gainforth be the leader of the very first lap, but now I'm seeing here, not sure what happened to Robert Fuller.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if maybe it was him that caused the accident. Let me go back and see.
I don't, kind of weird, I don't see anything.
Yes, sir, Rudy, that is what happened.
Okay.
On the start there, Robert Fuller spun the tires and wound up getting into another car, and when he got into that other car, it sent him up into the outside wall, and then another guy wound up hitting him just a little bit. Only Robert's going to have heavy damage. Everybody else should be fine. And they all have resets, so I'm sure Robert will use one. I don't know about the other guys, though. They didn't really get a lot of contact.
Showing Phil Bundick already a lap down, so I wonder if he was one of the ones that was involved in that.
Yeah, he might got a little more contact on it. Well, I don't know why he wouldn't use his reset.
I don't know. Well, the good news is David Gainforth will capture the very first lap of the race and get that bonus point for leading the lap. He
Yes,
snuck by Jim Locking there to get that.
I wouldn't say he snuck by. I think he just rocketed by him at outside. He wasn't waiting around tonight. He's ready to get to the lead.
Yes, sir.
Sitting back there, 7th in points. He's ready to get back up top. He's your defending champion. Well, I'll line him up again here in just a minute. I think we're going to see quite a few cautions tonight, Rudy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. This track may be a little slick. You know, 104 temperature out there, man. That's pretty slick.
Big field for this place, too.
I'm showing about 24 drivers out there. I couldn't imagine doing this with a 43 car field, could you?
No, that would be treacherous. You'd be caught. You would race like 1 or 2 laps, and you'd be under caution all the time. Then you might get a few in, but it would be a caution festival with that many cars out there.
Okay, lights are off on the pace car. We're going back green this time.
Oh, get us started back up, Rudy. That one didn't really count since we didn't even make it to turn one.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope everybody's starting in second gear this time. And it looked like he started in first gear on that start and didn't get it right. So hopefully everybody's in second gear and we can get rolled. We got Robert Fuller and Philip Bundick already a lap down, but they are back on track.
Okay, pace car heads down pit road. And let's see, David Gainforth is our leader on the outside. He's going to get the command of the start. Waiting on the green. And green flag is out, and we're off and going here again at Dover. Let's go get them, boys. Ooh, a little slip there by Jim Locking. Let's Dwayne LaPrade get by him. Dwayne looking to maybe challenge Gainforth for the lead.
Looks like a much better start that time, and yes, he is making the move. Dwayne LaPrade looking for the lead here, and he's got.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Dwayne LaPrade is your new leader here at Dover. As we run lap number 7 of 85 tonight here in the GAC League.
We have another caution. And again, I don't see anything. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Let me see if I can track it down for you.
Mark McFadden on pit road. I don't know why this isn't picking up. Something's not right here. I don't know what's going on. That's really weird.
Yeah, because I'm going all through the replay and I'm not seeing anything, Rudy.
Did an admin throw that one?
No, sir.
Oh, what the heck's going on then? Why is iRacing, what's iRacing picking up that it keeps throwing these cautions? I don't. Well, the first one we know was, but this one here.
Yeah, I can't find it. The first one was a legitimate crash, but this one I'm not seeing anything. I got it on crashes and I backed it up a couple laps and it's not switching to anything, and I'm not seeing anybody crash.
I don't know. Unless there's I have seen glitches in some of these servers before where, well, you've probably seen it too, Scott. It's like, okay, what was the caution? And then the next time it throws a caution, and it throws a caution when nothing happens, and the next time something major happens and no caution is thrown. So, kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, buddy. I've gone through here a couple times. I'm seeing a car on pit road, a green car on pit road. That might have been it, but I didn't see anyone actually spin.
Well, this is caution number 2, folks.
Phantom caution.
Yeah, phantom caution. That's a good way to put it. Well, Dwayne LaPrade will collect that 5, or the bonus point, excuse me. I always want to say 5. Bonus point for leading a lap. So we've had 2 leaders now, David Gainforth and Dwayne LaPrade. I don't know if Dwayne's wife's watching or not, but I can't find my list. I don't know what happened to my list. It's buried in someplace. Well, we'll get this thing underway again here, folks. Just stay with us. Don't go nowhere. We're going to see some green flag racing eventually.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's no more phantom cautions. I mean, I went back and checked a couple times. I didn't find anything there, so I do not know why that caution came out. Hopefully that doesn't continue.
Yeah, if that continues, it could be just a glitch in the server, maybe something. Weird. You know, sometimes in a server, some tracks, it has a glitch where if you like catch the apron of the track and then come back up onto the track, it throws a caution. And I've seen that, but that's like at Oxford
Really?
Plains or something, you know.
I remember in the old IndyCar glitch from a couple builds ago. It's probably been like 3 builds now. Any track you went to in the DW12, if you touched the apron with the front wing, it launched you up in the air.
Oh, man. I think I remember hearing
Or
about
over
that.
the fence. Yeah, it was for an entire build. It was bad. That's when I was trying to launch the Indy League last year at the end of the summer, and all the sets were junk. Well, here we go, Rudy. Lights are out, and we're about to get back to racing here.
Do it, brother.
10-4. Pace car's in. Waiting on that flag man for the 3rd time tonight. And they are on the hammer, and it's a green flag, and Dwayne LaPrade looks like he got a good start on that outside. Will he be able to maintain it coming through one? And it looks like he will. As the 22 is going to go around the 101 on the outside. David Gainforth falls back to 3rd. He'll tuck. And it looks like he's going to lose another spot. Tom Clayton going around on the outside in the 66. Ever since Tom's gotten here in the GAC League, we've seen him run well every week.
Yeah, definitely. He's one to be reckoned with out there. Already up to 3rd. Our pole sitter, Tim Locking, now looking on the inside of David Gainforth. Gainforth might, I don't know what happened to his car. Boy, he started out there really good, and now he's kind of falling back. Gary.
Still a long way to go, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gary Shank in 6th, Michael Campbell 7th, and Paul Zoda up to 8th now.
He could just be back there saving his tires. That may be why he backed off a little bit. This place will eat up the tires, and he may be having a different strategy. Let these guys do their racing, and then I'll make up for it on the long run.
Well, it just seems like they're just like going in slow motion, don't it?
Yeah, because I don't have the sound up either, so yeah, it does seem like slow motion. Dwayne LaPrade's starting to build a pretty big lead, Rudy. He's already got a 1.2 second lead over Tom Clayton, our points leader for this season.
Clayton goes up the hill quite a bit. That lets Jim Locking close right up on him. Robert Sharp in 4th, David Gainforth 5th, Michael Campbell 6th. Go back in the field here a little ways. Oh, we got one hit the wall there. Who the heck was that to hit the wall? I seen, looks like Bryant. No, wasn't him. Somebody.
Oh, and he's coming back up on the track and put another car in the wall.
Man, we got cars going everywhere. What the heck happened? And no caution. Dude, that's weird.
Yep, no caution. They got off the track, though. The one guy that came back up on the track got it back down on the apron, and the guy that hit the wall immediately drove it into pit road. So that's probably why no caution came out there.
Well, we're going to watch this again with Len McNeese, and I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Looks like he got loose coming off the one turn and hit the inside wall. Bounced back up on the track, and I don't know if he was having steering issues or what, but he got it down on the apron, come back up onto the track, and hit somebody else. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Rudy. Right now, the number 23 of Philip Bundick's having all kinds of problems. He almost just caused a caution and saved it, and he's still wobbling all over the place.
Man. Well, I'll tell you, this this hot track could be having a big, could be taking a big toll on some of these guys tonight.
Yes, sir, and we got a smoker. The number 4 is coming around. He's smoking, being trailed by the 04. It looks like the 4 missed the pits.
Yep, Timothy Kelleher trying to
That's
make it.
Timothy Kelleher.
Trying to make it to pit road. Hopefully he can get that fixed up and get back out there, but that's going to put him a lap or maybe more down. I think it
Yeah,
just
I'm already
died.
showing 5 guys.
I think it just
I'm
died.
showing 5 guys that are already laps down.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, back up front, Dwayne LaPrade. Jim Locking a second and a half back. Robert Sharp in third. Tom Clayton back to fourth now. David Gainforth in fifth. And he's under fire by Michael Campbell. Michael took a peek, but David Gainforth just slammed that door. Almost lost it doing it. I think he's kind of a little slow right there. Looks like the 24 of Kernan Church taps the wall on the backstretch. Gainforth kind of holding them guys up a little bit, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the 101 tonight. You come out of the gates like, you know, like a thoroughbred at the Kentucky Derby, and all of a sudden he looks like a sled.
There we go. Don Steves bringing out the caution here. Let's go down and take a look, folks.
He's still on track, too. Wow. Robert Fuller's in the leaders came around and had to avoid that. Those guys were still on track when the leaders came through that corner.
He got really loose in the turn and tried to save it. Caught that apron, come right back up into Robert Fuller, and they both go right into the outside wall. A pretty hard lick. Wow. That's going to cause some damage there. I don't think that's going to buff out. All right.
Yeah, probably not.
Let's see if the leaders bring them down pit road now. I'm still having some little technical things that I see that I got to work out. So bear with me, Scott.
That's all right. You know I'm having issues. Trying to do it this way tonight, it's a lot different what I'm used to. So.
All right, everybody coming down pit road. Let's see what the strategy is here for these guys. That slow, I think it's 35 mile an hour down pit road, that's just killer. Looks like Vincent Vinny may, he has stayed out, so he will be technically our leader.
He likes to do that.
Yes, he does. Hey, them points
I've noticed
mean
that
everything.
in this league, I think he does that more than anybody else in this league, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Hey, whatever it takes to get that valuable point.
Well, not only that, but a couple different times when he's done it, he's improved his finish dramatically.
Yeah. That's for sure.
It's paid off for him. He likes to throw the dice, and it's paid off at times. So Vincent don't have a problem with throwing them dice.
Well, this is caution number 3 for the night. We had one that was kind of a, like you put it, a phantom caution, so we don't really know exactly what happened there. And a couple others, they were cars have got together. So, and then
Looks like Terry. Looks like good.
We've seen guys get together and no caution.
I was just going to say Terry Belanger stayed out as well, but he just went in and pitted. So that'll leave just Vincent Vinny in front of Dwayne that stayed out. The 84 will get the wave by whenever they come to one to go. That'll put Lynn McNeese 2 laps down. He's currently 3 laps down, so he'll get one of those back. So we still have a little ways to go. Maybe Lynn can get back on the lead lap. It's going to be tough, though. Gonna have 59 laps to go next time by.
Well, even though it's kind of started out a little bit slow, it's still, you know, I mean, 85 laps ain't very much here to turn, so it's going to go pretty quick. I know what you're going to say.
What's that?
I don't have the Sim Garage sticker up on here to give him our sponsor a shout out, but big shout out to Sim Garage, folks. Check them out at simgarage.com for custom made button boxes. Is that what you were going to say?
I was probably going to get around to that. I wasn't thinking that at that current point, but I would have gotten to it, though. So good to get it out of the way. And yes, if you guys need a button box, contact Steve because he'll hook you up. He'll build it however you want it. If you want it to be pink with polka dots, he'll make it pink with polka dots.
Yeah, I don't have that graphic up on here yet, so.
Hopefully no one in our league orders a pink one with polka dots, because then I would have to... I would wonder about that.
Yeah.
Nothing against that or anything.
Rush might.
I can see Rush getting a pink. Well, here we go, Rudy. This car is pulling off. Mustang almost hit the tire barrier down there. He might have been out having a few cold ones last night. And here we go. Vincent Vinny's going to lead us to the flag, and we're back under green flag conditions at Dover for the 4th time today. Looks like them old tires didn't get a very good start on the outside.
Nope. Dwayne LaPrad's going to immediately take right over the lead.
Yes, sir. Look at Vincent kind of weaving all over the place there, coming through the corner. Trying to find heat for them old tires.
Kernan Church coming up through the field. Started 12th today, running in 4th. Jim Locking.
22 of Robert Sharp.
Robert Sharp, yeah.
He's a newcomer here in GSC.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just got in the back of the 24.
Yeah. Good save.
They saved.
Paul Zoda on the inside of Michael Campbell. Couldn't quite make that stick. Gary Shank in 9th. David Gainforth 10th. Paul Cohen in 11th. And Michael Palmer 12th. And here comes Billy Reidenberger in 13th. Billy in an awesome looking Pennzoil car. Man, I love that car.
That's a pretty good run for Billy. He's, usually towards the tail end of the field. Tonight he's about mid-pack, having a good run.
Jim Locking closing down on Dwayne LaPrade now. Jim was our pole sitter. Kind of went backwards really quick there at the beginning of the race, and I think he figured, man, if I'm going to win this thing, I got to get moving.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rudy, the 24 better get down off that wall. He just bounced it off the wall, and it looks like he's back up on that high side again. That's not going to be good coming out of the corner.
Yep, he loses a couple of spots right there in one turn.
At least he didn't get up on that wall again.
Ooh, he's a
Vincent Benny doing a great job up here, Rudy.
Yeah, he's doing good job in 3rd spot. Not holding up anybody, so he's just running his line. Robert Sharp coming up on him, though, pretty quick.
It wasn't there, though, and he rides up high, and that's going to open the door for Tom Clayton and the 92.
Ooh. Like Tom Clayton right behind him. I want to get up here on our leader, looking back to Jim Locking. Well, Jim's got a good line coming off that turn.
And look at all these cars right on top of each other now, Rudy. We got, what, 7 cars right here on top of each other.
Oh, we got some bumping and banging going on here.
Yes, sir. And one's in the wall again. Looks like the 22. He's still going, no caution.
Yep, no caution. Oh, and he's blinking like a son of a gun, too. Wow, I can't even hardly stay on him. He's blinking so bad. Kernan Church not having a good night tonight.
Tell you what that did, though, Rudy. It broke up that pack of cars. Everybody got single filed out, and everybody got a little room now. So. Nice green flag run we're having here after those 3 cautions, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Mark McFadden back here in last place right now, newcomer to the league. Now, this is not the Mark McFadden that you all know. This is Mark McFadden 2, the one that used to hang out in chat with you all here. So, good to see him out there turning some laps with these guys. We got quite a few cars, laps down. Timothy Kelleher, a couple laps down. Robert Fuller, a couple laps down. Len McNeese, about 3 laps down. Brian Corey, a couple laps down. And Don Steves, a couple laps down. Kernan Church now the last one on the lead lap, trying to salvage what he can. Wow. Timothy Kelleher got into that outside wall right in front of Kernan Church, but he managed to keep it off of there. Walking now 0.2 of a second off of our leader, Dwayne LaPrade. Dwayne been out there for quite a little while now. He's led 30 laps already tonight.
And don't look now, Rudy, but up to 6th place is Gary Shank, the number 25 machine.
Yes, sir. He's moving back toward the front. Never count out Gary Shank. Never. He is a very, very hard, dedicated racer, and you never want to count that man out. Paul Zoda back here, clean air ahead of him, running about 2 seconds behind Gary Shank, right now in 7th place. Vincent Vinny back to 8th after restarting in the lead. He goes back to the 8th place. And he's on them old tires, though. He's yet to be on pit road.
Yeah, he's dropping like a rock because he's starting to feel those tires.
Mm-hmm. David,
tell you what, man,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, we got a race brewing up front here, Rudy. As 2nd place has pulled in with 0.2 of a second over Dwayne LaPrade. Jim Locking's coming. He's there.
Yes, sir. Good racing going on right there. You know, Jim Locking. Don't remember. Was he? I think he was started. The last race that we broadcasted a couple weeks ago, didn't he?
I don't think so. I don't remember that name.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
I remember.
It was new to me too, but I wasn't sure.
Tony Gray and Tom Clayton were the only new ones the last time I called a race one.
Okay. Now they got Jim Locking and Robert Sharp.
And I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else, but it doesn't look like it. Mark McFadden too. He's new in here too, isn't he?
Yes.
And Brian Corey. So there's 4 new ones in here tonight.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And Brian Corey running back here 19th place, a couple of laps down to the leader. Ooh, a little bumping and banging going on there. I seen. Was Vincent Vinny getting a little bump there from somebody right in the back. Might have been Terry Bellinger. Terry having a good night tonight. Passing up Vincent Vinny right now. It goes into 11th. So good deal. Go get him, Terry.
And we got Locking looking up here, Rudy. He is basically right on the bumper. He's taking little peeks, but when he takes a peek, he loses his momentum, and then Dwayne pulls away from him. So Dwayne's holding him off, but Jim is driving his butt off right now, trying to get around.
Most
As they come
definitely.
up on this slower car, it could play into effect, and we could see a new leader. That's the 23. He was having some problems earlier, so we'll see what happens when they get up to it. He's going to stay on the high side and let these guys by, and that's a good move on the 23's part. Good sportsmanship.
Yes, sir. I like to see that.
That's Philip Bundick in the 23.
Looking back from our leader, you can see Jim Locking right there on the bumper, waiting to make a strike. We are a little past halfway now.
Yep, next time by, it'll only be 37 laps to go, so this race is flying by now that we've stayed under green flag conditions. They should be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel, correct?
That's a good question. I'm the wrong one to ask that.
I can't remember what lap they pitted on. What's the fuel window, do you know, by any chance?
No, I don't. That's a good question. Hey, Michael Kinner in chat. Hey, thanks, Mike. Well, I'll tell you, it's been a long, hard road getting here, but I owe a big thanks to Steve Hurst for helping me, man. I don't know what I would have done without him.
Well, here we go, Rudy. Side by side down the backstretch for the lead. It looks like Jim Locking in the 91 may be our new leader, and he will be as he gets the run on the bottom coming out of 4, and he will take over the lead here at Dover.
Yes, sir, and he will lead lap number 50. Very good.
35 to go.
Brand new leader. And the way it looks right now, I don't think anybody can beat Dwayne LaPrade for the most laps led. I think he's got that sewed up.
Yes, sir, he does.
Oh, we got one into the wall. The number 7 there, Robert Fuller, and no caution. Now tell me that ain't weird. He wrecked right in front of the leader.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he got
Did
it off
he
there.
get off the
but
track?
Yeah, he got it off the track, but man, that should have
That's
been a
why
caution.
no caution came.
Yeah, but he sat there for like about 2 seconds or so, and man, you would have thought that would have thrown the caution, but it didn't. All right, Tom Clayton in 3rd, Michael Campbell 4th, Robert Sharp 5th, and Gary Shank 6th, quite a ways back, 7.7 seconds. Paul Zoda in Clean Air, pretty much in 7th place. David Gainford trying to work his way back to the front, running in 8th, 10.5 seconds back. Paul Cohen in 9th. Michael Palmer, that is your top 10.
John Stanley runs 11th. Terry Belanger's in 12th. Tony Gray is 13th. Vincent Binney is 14th. Billy Rodenbarger 15th. John Estes 16th. Don Steves. Actually, Philip Bundick just moved into 17th. 17th. Don Steves is 18th. Brian Corey 19th. Lynn McNeese 20th. Timothy Kelleher 21st. Robert Fuller 22nd. Kernan Church 23rd. And Mark McFadden rounds out the field.
Those guys are on pit road, so I don't know if they'll be coming back out or not. The leaders are closing up on the tail of Timothy Kelleher, which is already 4 laps down, but the leaders are not that far back.
And Dwayne LaPrade hasn't gone nowhere. He's waiting for the mistake of the 91 to open that door for him. He's definitely looking now as he's basically going to push him through the corner. He gets out of it a little bit there. As they start to close in on this slower traffic ahead of him, we'll see how this plays into.
Ooh.
Now he's looking.
Dwayne catching that apron, though. He ain't going to be able to do that too long. And boy, he forces
91
Locking.
rode up the hill.
Yeah, big time. But they're still side
I
by
think that
side.
wild, crazy move. I think that wild, crazy move scared him.
And there goes Dwayne LaPrade setting sail. Locking almost gets into the back of the number 72 of John Estes. These guys are racing like it's the last lap.
I think when they went down in that corner and he looked in his mirror and saw him make that lunatic dive for the bottom there and get down on the apron, I think it worried him a little bit and thought he might slide up the track, so he rode up the track. Cost him the lead.
Yes, sir. Tom Clayton's starting to close up on them. It's going to be a 3-car battle here before long.
Yes, sir. And it cost him some track position as well. It looks like the 92's right back there behind Clayton, so he's coming too.
Robert Sharp with him. Gary Shank quite a ways back, 8 seconds, but we could wind up to see a 4 or 5-car battle here maybe before this is over.
Getting interesting, Rudy. Getting interesting.
Sure is.
26 laps remaining, but
3 cautions early on in the race. Been green ever since. Coming to 25 laps to go right here, folks. Well, with a 0.6 of a second lead over Jim Locking, I don't know if Brad's got enough patience or tires to hold him off the rest of the race. It looks like Locking may be having a little bit of difficulty coming out of the turns.
Rudy, this race is clicking down. It looks like Dwayne LaPrade is taking control of it again as Jim Locking has been unable to pull back up on his bumper like he once did.
Yeah, that's for sure. He just seems to be hanging right there now, about 0.6 of a second back, but he's not gaining or losing.
We got number 4 is down in the inside tire barrier to the entrance of pit road, and there is no caution.
Number 4 or 04?
Number 4. He might have already gotten it off, but he was just
did.
in the tire barrier at the entrance of pit road. That's Timothy Kelleher in the 4.
Yeah, he's on pit road. Philip Bundick's on just now coming off pit road. He's rolling off. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage fixed on that thing, or maybe it's just a tire change.
We got a smoker here, and it looks like the 32 down the backstretch. Looks like a campfire going on down the backstretch, folks.
32?
That's what it looked like.
I don't have a 32. John Stanley. John Stanley, number 12.
Okay, I saw a 2. I thought it might have been 32. That's on me. Sorry about that.
Yep, I don't know what happened to him. Scott, maybe you could go back and see if you could figure out what happened to John. He's coming down pit road, smoking like a freight train here, looking for a pit stall and see if the car is even worth fixing, if they can do anything with it. He comes to a halt in his pit stall, and it looks like maybe his day might be over.
I'm looking to see what happened to him here. Just trying to find a lap that it happened on. And there it is. He come out of 4. He hit that outside wall, and when he did, it launched him down into the inside wall. And as soon as he hit that inside wall, it blew his momo up.
Oh man! Jim Locking now half a second off the leader. Tom Clayton now has fallen back to 1.8 seconds behind the leader. So he was once closing, now just kind of hanging loose right there, but I still would not count Tom out. He's been really hot lately, so I wouldn't count him out. I just don't know if anybody's got anything for Dwayne LaPrade today.
I don't know. I think it's going to take a mistake, but, you know, it keeps going down to 0.5, and then I'll go back up to 0.6. So one little mistake, that's all it's going to take, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
And this place, you know it can create a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Like you say, Rudy, it's not over until it's over.
That's right. Until the large lady sings.
That's right.
Locking went way up the hill that time, and boy, that cost him a ton of time. He just dropped 0.2 of a second right there in one turn. Clayton now about to be 3 seconds behind the leader. He comes up underneath the number 74 of Billy Rodenbarger to pass him up, and we've only got 8 cars on the lead lap. Tony Gray, the last one on the lead lap, about 22 seconds behind the leader, which actually puts him not far ahead of the leader. Only about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of the leader.
And the leader just rode up the hill a lot there, Rudy, and that 0.2 that he gained, he wound up losing all of it, plus some coming out of the corner. I'm not sure what just happened to Jim there. He probably had to get out of it because the wall was barreling down on him, but look at this.
Our leader coming down pit road, yeah. Interesting. Quite a few of them coming down pit road.
Yeah, well, that answers our question. They did not have enough fuel to make it. 15 laps remaining.
Dang, that close, you know?
This could change everything.
Sure can. That gives up the lead to David Gainforth. We'll be waiting to see him come down pit road, but let's see what Dwayne LaPrade. Looks like a fuel stop only.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And he's gone and away as everybody else is going to take tires, and that's going to be their fatal mistake.
Yep, David Gainforth on pit road now. That gives the lead up to Michael Palmer, so Michael will get scored as leading that lap.
David Gainforth on pit road. See what he does. Those guys that took tires with so few laps to go and the leader didn't, that's ultimately going to be the race, Rudy. If everyone pits. Right now, Dwayne LaPrade is being shown in 3rd place.
I got him in 2nd.
Yep. I pulled up my RTVO. I was going by iRacing.
And the thing with it is, he is still on the lead lap.
Yes, sir. The only one other than Michael Palmer. He didn't take tires. He took fuel only.
Robert Sharp back on the lead lap. He must have got by the leader. Yeah, Michael Palmer's coming down pit road, so that's going to give the lead back up to Dwayne LaPrade when he comes around.
And he's got a massive lead, Rudy. 19 seconds. Or, I'm sorry, 9 seconds.
.3 over Robert Sharp.
Yeah, went down to 6.
And caution is out.
We got a caution.
Boy, that's going to change everything. Oh, John Estes. Oh, my. We got to go back and watch this.
You know what that means? That means the 13's not going to win this race now, Rudy.
Yeah, and that beautiful car, John Estes, just put it up into the outside wall. Man, what a shame. Oh, that beautiful car. Oh, no. Gonna cry. Oh, into the outside wall.
Tell you what, I think Dwayne LaPrade might be crying right now inside the car. 6.3 second lead, and now they're going to restart. Everybody else around him has fresh tires, and he didn't take any.
Well, we'll see if anybody does pit here. I don't know. Boy, what would you do if you were the leader? He looks like he's coming down pit road. And nobody else is following him. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, he knew that he was a sitting duck, and it would have happened either way, so really, that's his only play. And it's, you swallow your pride when you come down pit road in this point.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I think... Let's see, Robert Sharp. Robert Sharp will be our leader. Yeah, now that Dwayne's pitted. Of course, Robert's only going to be back as far as he'll only be 8th. You know, so with 4 fresh tires, if he does change 4, It looks like he did change 4. So 4 fresh tires could make a big difference here with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, he might be able to get a few spots, but I don't think he'll be able to win the race. I mean, he might. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, but because all these lap cars that are around him, they're going to be getting out of the way.
Jim Locking starting second, our pole sitter. Tom Clayton in third. David Gainforth fourth. Paul Zoda fifth. Don Steve sixth. Or is it Dwayne LaPrade? Dwayne LaPrade sixth. Don Steve seventh. Michael Palmer eighth. Paul Cohen ninth. And Gary Shank 10th. That's going to change because Gary Shank's coming down pit road. We've got Paul Cohen, Terry Bellinger staying out ahead of the leader here to try to get one of their laps. Well, that'll put them back on the tail end of the lead lap. Robert Sharp's got a little bit of right front damage on his car. So let's see if Locking's got anything for him. Locking's car's pretty good shape. CFI machine, pretty good shape.
I'll tell you what, Rudy, this race flew by tonight. These races don't usually end until around 10 or after, and it's not even 9:30.
Yeah. It's been, even though we've had, well, this is our 4th caution, which really isn't that bad. I mean, I don't consider that too bad. We had a nice long green flag run there, and kind of had a little bit of a rash of cautions at the first 3 cautions, and then went a long green flag run, and now caution number 4. So pretty good race so far.
Yes, sir. I've enjoyed it. And if anyone cares out there, I am feeling better. What a little food will do for you.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's what it is. Your blood sugar may have been a little bit low.
Yeah, I am getting older. I am. I hate to admit that, but getting to them days.
What are you, 30?
38.
Okay.
Starting to feel it a little bit. I mean, I don't feel old or anything, but I've noticed that I'm not 28 no more.
No, I know it. Well, I got 20 years on you, buddy.
Well, it's good that you're still here, man, and we're having a great time seems like every Monday and every Thursday, every Tuesday that we get together.
That's right. That's what it's all about, having fun. We'll get them going, Scott, because this could be the last green flag start right here. Could be.
Well, speaking of some fun, this finish should be pretty fun. Get your popcorn, folks. Who's going to survive this restart? And can the 13 with them 4 fresh tires, because everyone else took 2, get to the front? Pace car is off. We're waiting on the flag man. And there it is, green flag and a pretty even start, but now it looks like that outside line is not going to go, and Robert Sharp is going to get the head start going into turn 1, and he's going to be your leader. Tom Clayton runs second, Jim Locking's third, David Gainforth fourth, and Paul Zoda currently fifth. And don't look now, but here comes LaPrade on the high side with them tires.
Yes, sir. He's looking good.
Yes, sir. If they don't wreck right here, look at that. Wow.
Goes to the. Yeah, that's what new tires will do for you.
Down on the apron, Locking's into the wall. There's 2 spots.
Oh, and he hits it again.
Another car bouncing off the wall back there in the pack. Not sure who it was.
Well, I don't know. LaPrade could be looking at maybe a third or maybe even a second.
Well, look up front, Rudy. We're about to have a change for the lead.
Yes, sir. Tom Clayton, the one that everybody's been just like, no, he's going to get there at the end, and there he is. Takes over the lead for the first time today, Tom Clayton.
Your current points leader is now the leader of this race in his rookie season here in GAC. The rookie showing him what's up.
Yep, Robert Sharp got into the wall just a touch right there, and we have a caution. That's going to be the end of the race right there, folks. Oh, Paul Cohen going around and taking out a bunch of cars with him. Let's see what happened to Paul. Looks like he drove it into the turn really hard, come off, and got into the 01 of Don Steves. So that's what brought out the final caution of the race here, folks. And wow, Tom Clayton's going to be the winner by default. Of course, we don't want to say that too early.
Yeah, you never know what could happen.
That's right.
And here recently, we've seen it. First night that I was lead broadcaster, of course, I follow your lead from the night before and interview the guy while he's, on the pace lap. And the interview is just kind of weird to begin with because he just found out he'd been black flagged, but I didn't know he'd been black flagged. So, yeah.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then, he told us all we could go to hell at the end of it. And I was just like, what did I miss? And then that's when I found out he'd been black flagged and he wasn't the winner. But I went ahead and went through the interview like he was the winner, thinking I was doing the right thing. And I'm sure that was probably pretty hard for him to sit there and not say anything to me.
Yep.
Other than what he did.
Well, Tom Clayton's in the right place at the right time, making a late race pass just a couple of laps ago. And now he's going to bring it to victory lane here. Just 2 more turns. They're halfway down the back stretch, going into turn 3. Tom's got to be jumping up and down in his seat here, bringing the TaxSlayer.com Chevrolet to victory lane today. We'll get down there in just a minute and talk to him. After he crosses the line, of course.
Yes, sir. Why, she'd blink right out. You go down there, Tom Clayton, you got to kind of blink out right before the line. He would curse you, Rudy. We don't want that to happen.
Okay, Tom Clayton, here is the winner for GAC tonight at Dover. Congratulations to him. Great job tonight, man. What a race. Kind of a weird race to begin with.
How about Robert Sharp in his first race here at GAC, finishing second? And Dwayne LaPrade finishes third. That's your podium for the evening.
I'll take first and you can have second. How's that?
10-4. Let me move him down in here. Let me find.
I don't think you can.
You want to go up there? Yeah, I just tried. You want to go up?
Yeah, go up and tell him I'm coming up there.
Okay. Give me like 2 seconds for you. Come on.
Hang loose a minute, folks. We'll get the interviews in here. Okay, guys, I'm here. Tom Clayton, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wow, what a win, brother. You just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Passed with a couple to go, just like we figured you probably would. And I'm sure probably everybody out there was just wondering when you were going to do it. But be at the right place at the right time. Caution comes out, and you bring it into victory lane today. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I ended up taking 4 tires on that last stop, and I think a couple of those guys in front of me might have been on 2. I'm not sure, but luckily we got by them, and it was a good, clean race.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. A couple of weird cautions at the beginning of the race. We couldn't even find where the wreck was on one of them. But after things got settled in there, nice long green flag run, and looked like everybody was doing really well. How did your car feel for you out there tonight, Tom?
I felt pretty good towards the middle part of the race. It was really, really loose early in the race, and I lost a few positions. But once we got settled in during the middle part to the end of the race, it was pretty good, definitely.
Well, that's good. But everybody seemed to run fairly well out there tonight. Just a couple of loose cars getting into each other, but other than that, the track was pretty hot. We noticed it was about 104-degree track temperature. Do you think that had a big play on how the car was slipping and sliding around there tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely lacking rear grip, that's for sure. But it was all about keeping your how you're working that right foot. So the guys that were running up front obviously had a handle on it for sure.
Well, I don't think it's been a problem for you. You've had very, very excellent luck lately. Well, I don't know if it's all luck. I think a lot of it's skill, but really been in the driver's seat in every race here lately. So anybody you want to shout out to or thank you to tonight there, Tom?
Yeah, shout out to Agassi Speedway and, of course, GAC. I really like racing with these guys over here. Good bunch of guys. Great group.
Okay, Tom, thanks for talking with us, and congrats on your win tonight.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Scott, you got caught up to second place. Robert Sharp there.
Yes, sir. Number 22, Robert Sharp. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Robert, your first race here with GAC, and you bring it home second tonight, man. Good job. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I was doing the best I could out there, and my hat's off to Tom Clayton. He was just faster towards the end there, and there really wasn't a whole lot I could do to hold him off. So I was just trying to hold my spot. I was hoping for a top 5. I come home second. I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, not too bad, buddy. We're going to be seeing you again in weeks to come. This was your first race tonight. You plan on coming?
Oh, absolutely. Just a good bunch of guys to race with over here at GAC. You got a good thing going, and I'll be back for darn sure.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. You got anybody you want to thank tonight after this great second-place performance tonight?
Well, I do have a teammate online here. His name is Mike Campbell. Shout out for R. So the Pirates are out here, and we're going to see if we can maybe get you guys, get us another win here.
Right on. Well, we look forward to you coming back in the weeks to come, buddy. Good luck the rest of the season, and great job tonight.
Thank you so much. Glad to be part of it.
Rudy?
All right, Dwayne LaPrade, you there?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Rudy.
Well, Dwayne, you come in third tonight. You did lead the most laps tonight with 58. That's pretty awesome. So you clinched that title. Talk about your race and what made you decide to come down and take them 4 tires at the end.
Well, I didn't want to see either one of those cautions at the end. I did pit strategy was fuel only. I didn't take any tires, so I knew when that last one come out, I was going to be toast if I didn't come in and take tires. So I came down, got my 4. If I would have probably got a lot further if I didn't, that last caution didn't come out. I was on, heading, running them down, but we'll take them as we can. Third place is pretty good, and we'll go on to the next.
Yeah, you restarted 6th, and we kind of figured, probably given them maybe to the end of the race, maybe you might have got a second out of that if you could have got by Robert Sharp. But I think you're probably tickled to death to take third. I would have been. After all you went through tonight, that was a pretty good race. Again, like I said, you were out there and led 58 laps, did one whale of a job out there. Good to see the car up into the lead again. And some good calls. That probably could have turned out to be a great call of the race right there. If things would have maybe went another 5 to 10 laps, you would have, you could have caught them guys and dealt with them. But great run tonight. Congratulations on your 3rd place. And anybody special you want to say hello to?
I absolutely want to say hello to my wife Cheryl, my son Charlie, Agassi Speedway for sponsoring us here, GAC for putting it on, you guys at MaxSpeedTV broadcasting it there. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks, Dwayne, and congrats again, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to run down through the results real quick here, and we'll get the heck out of here. Tom Clayton coming home the winner here tonight. Robert Sharp in 2nd, Dwayne LaPrade 3rd, Paul Zoda 4th, David Gainforth in the 5th place. Jim Locking, our pole setter, finishing 6th, Michael Palmer 7th, Terry Bellinger, 8th. Paul Cohen, 9th. And Michael Campbell rounding out the top 10. Tony Gray, 11th. Gary Shank, 12th. Don Steves, 13th. Vincent Vinny in 14th. John Stanley, 15th. Billy Rodenberger, 16th. Len McNeese finishing 17th. John Estes, 18th. Philip Bundick in 19th. Timothy Kelleher, 20th. Brian Corey in 21st. Mark McFadden, 2. That's not the veteran here from GAC. That's another Mark McFadden. Finishing 22nd tonight. Robert Fuller, 23rd. And Kernan Church rounding out the field in 24th place. So, again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Tom Clayton. And big thank you to GAC for being patient with us here. Thanks to all of you viewers being patient with us as well. Our machine being down here the last week and finally getting it back up, and hopefully the broadcast turned out good. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night for Maximum Speed Racing. Till then, stay safe, folks. Have a good night.